What is up, everyone? It is 10 to 6. We're leaving the gym, starting the second to last week of my last third-year rotation, which is OB-GYN. We've made it to the hospital. It's just about 6 after 6 now. So the day is typically same routine that I've been doing in the last few of my videos. So I wake up at 4, I'm to the gym usually by like 4:15, 4:20, get in a good workout for an hour, hop in the steam room, shower, and get to the hospital. I figured I would take you guys along this week because I'm on call this weekend, so hopefully some exciting things happen. But the typical day starts at 6:30 on the Family Birthing Center floor, and we do rounds on the new moms and babies. And then we present to the attending of the day starting at 7. And then we have morning report, which is just a lecture given by a resident at 7:30. So I'm gonna take you through the day and we'll see what happens. I've been terrible about filming, and it's now Wednesday. I don't know why, but progressively throughout the day, I have lost my voice. I was not screaming at patients, but here we are. So on this rotation, we're primarily just running the OB-GYN clinic, and it's pretty much student/resident run. So nurses room patients, call-up charts, students race to get them to be able to see patients, and then we see the patient, present the patient to an attending with a plan and everything, and then the attending comes, says hi and bye, and then we write the note. I don't recall what I've previously told you guys, so a typical day, we show up to the hospital after my workout at 6:30 a.m., round on any recent moms, postpartum or post-op moms, depending on if they had a C-section. Ask all of our general questions, see how they're doing, see if we can discharge them. At 7 o'clock, we present them to the attending of the day, who is just responsible for all of the new moms and babies. Then at 7:30, we have breakfast that is provided to us at morning report, where one of the residents gives a short half-hour presentation on whatever topic I think that they choose them. And then from 8 to noon, we are seeing patients in clinics. So we see new OB patients, as well as annual GYN visits and GYN complaints. So it's a lot of like really fast-paced stuff. We just see all the patients. None of the providers see patients without a student or resident seeing them first. So that's why I say it's kind of like student and resident run. At noon, we have a mandatory noon lecture where we eat lunch and listen to another lecture on a specific topic. And these are family medicine residency topics, not specifically OB-GYN, because there is a family residency program at this hospital. So then from 1 to 4, most days, we are back in clinic and seeing patients. I made an interesting realization this morning that because I wake up at 4 and work out by myself every day, I don't talk, like say anything out loud for like the first 2 hours of being awake. I thought that was kind of weird. Anyway, we get out of clinic about 4 every day. I usually end up being there until like 4:15, 4:30, finishing up a note or talking with the other students or residents. And then I go home and finish whatever questions that I didn't get to finish during the day between patients. As with all of our other required rotations, we have specific modules that we have to do throughout this rotation, which includes like 40 quizzes, I want to say, before we take our COMAT exam at the end of the rotation. Because we have those modules throughout the day, when I'm not seeing patients, I will try to get through the modules and quizzes. And then I'm also doing a block of practice questions on AMBOSS every day as well. So I do those throughout the day, see patients and everything, and then leave. It's about 4:15 right now, so I'm gonna head home and finish the things that I didn't get through. So usually I'll get through my modules, but then I'll just have to finish my AMBOSS question block, which is the case today. So I'll go home and finish those, review all of the questions from the day, and then I just kind of chill, have dinner, go for a walk. But today I'm on call, which means that if anybody comes in labor or needs a C-section, whether it's scheduled or not, I get pulled off the floor and out of the clinic and into the delivery. Or today we had a suspected ectopic / spontaneous abortion. So I went down to the ED with the resident on call and we saw that patient. So those are things that you do when you're on call. There were no labors or deliveries, so I'm headed home, but I'm on call until 6:30 a.m. tomorrow. So if anybody goes into labor overnight, I will be getting a call from the resident and showing up for a delivery. I also forgot to mention that on Thursdays, we have a mandatory didactic lecture for an hour. So we get lunch, and then from 12:30 to 1:30, we're on the didactic. I got home, finished my practice questions, had dinner. Usually on the drive home, I will call someone and catch up, typically Marin, but today I called my mom. And now it's just about 8 o'clock, and we are munching on this great caramel cheese popcorn mix from Costco and watching the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's 6:15 Friday morning. I did not get called in last night, so we will just resume our normally scheduled program. What started out as a pretty chill morning where we had 2 residents and 2 med students covering 1 provider in the clinic. So I'm seeing 1 in every 4 patients and getting a lot of studying done. The afternoon became absolute chaos because one of those residents and med students were on call and were going over to see laboring moms. And then the only attending that we had was also seeing those laboring moms and delivering babies. So it was me and 1 other resident that were covering all of the patients in the clinic, and none of those patients could leave until the attending came and saw them. So I was seeing a ton of patients back to back, finishing notes and having presentations ready, but then patients couldn't leave because the attending was delivering babies. So it was very chaotic. Usually we're done at 3. The last appointment was at 3:15. I'm now leaving the hospital at 4:55. So I'm gonna go home and finish my studying for the day. I only got through like 3 AMBOSS questions. And then I am on call for the weekend, but the residents informed me that they're probably not gonna call me. So I'll probably study a bit, and I'm just gonna sign off on this now. So OB has not been my favorite rotation. The residents I'm working with, I really enjoy. This is the first time I've been working side by side with residents. I've kind of crossed paths with them on previous rotations, but not had full work days with them before. So I have enjoyed that, and it's made me a lot more confident in where I'm at as far as my clinical skills go. I definitely don't want to go into OB. I'm still full steam ahead for EM and really excited about it. And I'm not sure what the next video is going to be because this is my last rotation of the year. So we'll check in when we check in. Catch you in the next one.